Just be grateful. Sound familiar? It sounds harmless, encouraging even. But when you're burned out, behind on orders, or low key panicking about your next sale, that advice can hit like a slap in the face. Because sometimes gratitude feels like gaslighting. And if you've ever thought, am I supposed to be thankful for this? This one's for you. Today, I'm busting the myth that gratitude means ignoring your struggles. Here's the sneaky cost of misunderstanding gratitude. We often end up shaming ourselves for struggling. I remember a time when my creativity was shot. I stopped sharing my work, and I felt like I was failing at everything. I tried journaling things I was grateful for, but it felt fake, like I was playing pretend. I didn't want to be ungrateful, but I was exhausted and very much over it. And then it hit me. Gratitude isn't supposed to erase our struggles, it's meant to help hold it. Not with pressure to smile through the pain, but with the kind of presence that says, this is hard and I'm still here. See, when we skip straight to gratitude without acknowledging what hurts, we bypass our nervous system. We override our truth. And that's not healing, it's a self abandonment dressed up as personal growth. Recent research supports this. Studies on toxic positivity and emotional suppression shows that denying negative emotions can actually increase physiological stress. A 2018 study published in Emotion found that people who avoid acknowledging difficult emotions experience lower psychological well-being over time. That includes when positive emotions like gratitude are used to mask discomfort instead of meeting it. When gratitude becomes a bypass, it leads to emotional dissonance. Your body knows something's off, even if your brain is trying to slap a smiley face on it. That disconnect can increase cortisol levels and make regulation harder, not easier. But when we practice gratitude, that includes honesty, everything changes. We make space for duality. We allow our inner experience to feel seen, not silenced. If this feels like the truth you needed to hear, go ahead and tap the like button. Let's make gratitude a little act of realness, not performance. After all, we deserve tools that honor our wholeness. Gratitude isn't about ignoring what's hard, it's about reclaiming the full truth of your experience. It's a nervous system strengthening practice, a repatterning tool, a way to anchor into what's steady, especially when life feels wobbly. Think of it like this. If your day is a storm, a gratitude blanket is the heavy blanket you pull around your shoulders. It doesn't stop the thunder, but it gives you warmth while it passes. And neuroscience backs this up. Studies from UCLA's Mindful Awareness Research Center found that regularly acknowledging what you're thankful for literally changes the molecular structure of your brain. Gratitude boosts serotonin and dopamine, those feel good neurotransmitters that help calm your nervous system and build emotional resilience. A 2003 study by Emmons and McCullough, published in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology, found that people who kept weekly gratitude journals exercised more often, felt better about their lives, and reported fewer physical symptoms. But they weren't bypassing their pain, they were choosing to notice the good alongside their struggles. The key here is that you're not forcing yourself to feel good. You're letting yourself feel everything. You're naming what's real without getting stuck there. You're making space for the hard without letting it take over the whole room. In this way, gratitude becomes a companion to your experience, not a cover up. It's not about pretending you're not hurting. It's about noticing what's still holding you through the hurt. Maybe it's the quiet comfort of a warm drink, or the fact that even though you're tired, you're still here, still trying. It's about catching those tiny glimmers of hope, not to erase the pain, but to walk alongside it. That's what real gratitude looks like. It doesn't ask you to lie, it asks you to stay present with the full truth and trust that even in the mess, there's something worth loving. So, if you've ever felt like you had to fake gratitude to be spiritual or successful, here's your permission slip to drop the act. Real gratitude holds the mess and the magic. It lets you be fully human while still finding light. This is the kind of spacious, nervous system honoring energy that I build my entire business around. So, you'll want to subscribe if you're craving more tools like this that work with your body, not against it. Next, I'm going to walk you through 3 common gratitude mistakes that may be slowing your growth. Let's get into it. The 3 mistakes. 1. Using gratitude as a band-aid. When you use gratitude to avoid your real emotions, your body notices, and eventually it rebels. Healing only works when it includes honesty. So if you're journaling gratitude while ignoring your exhaustion, that's not self-care. It's emotional bypassing. Studies show that avoiding or suppressing negative emotions, whether through toxic positivity or emotional bypassing, it can lead to increased psychological distress and even physical symptoms. For example, a 2017 study in the journal Psychological Science found that individuals who avoid acknowledging their negative emotions tend to experience more frequent mood disturbances and report lower life satisfaction. Another study in Emotion from 2018 revealed that people who habitually suppress emotions were more likely to experience symptoms of anxiety and depression. This happens because suppression activates the sympathetic nervous system, keeping your body in a stress response instead of allowing it to process and return to safety. When we skip over what we feel, gratitude doesn't soothe us. It distances us from what we truly need. 2. Gratitude from the neck up. You can't think your way into regulation. Gratitude that stays stuck in your head just won't land. You need to feel it in your body. And that's why somatic practices like breathwork, touch, or even saying gratitude out loud can deepen the impact. Recent studies support the value of incorporating somatic exercises into gratitude practices. A 2021 study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that individuals who engaged in body-based mindfulness practices like deep breathing and progressive muscle relaxation, they reported significantly higher levels of gratitude and emotional regulation, more so than others who engaged only in cognitive gratitude journaling. Similarly, research from the Greater Good Science Center at UC Berkeley suggests that somatic awareness helps anchor emotional experiences in the body, making gratitude feel more embodied and authentic. Somatic practices help move gratitude from an intellectual exercise into a full body experience. They reinforce the nervous system's shift from sympathetic activation, which is the fight or flight, to parasympathetic regulation, rest and digest. This means when you physically feel your gratitude, whether through gentle breath work, grounding, or placing a hand on your heart, you're more likely to internalize those benefits rather than just intellectually list them. So yes, gratitude journals are powerful, but when paired with somatic awareness, the impact becomes even more transformative. 3. Expecting instant results. Gratitude is a slow bloom. If you're using it to fix yourself or force productivity, it becomes another tool of pressure. The magic happens when you practice it without demanding transformation. Let it soften you, not speed you up. A longitudinal study by Wong Owen from 2017 found that individuals who sustained a gratitude practice over 12 weeks reported lasting improvements in mood, well-being, and even sleep quality for even 3 months after the study ended. These shifts weren't about fixing the moment. They were about gradually changing the lens through which life is experienced. This is why we don't just practice gratitude as a quick fix. We treat it as a lifelong companion, one that strengthens our nervous system, opens our hearts, and transforms how we relate to the world, little by little. If any of these hit home, you're not alone, but don't beat yourself up for making these mistakes. Instead, be grateful to be learning a better way forward. Now, before we move on, I want you to know you deserve practices that meet you where you really are. That's why I created the Balance and Thrive Starter Kit, a gentle, intuitive reset for creatives who crave clarity without the burnout. So, what does it look like to practice gratitude in a way that's actually healing? It looks like naming your struggle and your strength in the same breath. It looks like anchoring into what's working without denying what's still feeling hard. It looks like choosing your energy with care, not pressure. This is what we do inside the Balance and Thrive Starter Kit. It starts with the Wheel of Life self-assessment so you can see exactly where your energy is thriving and where it's calling for more love. From there, guided journaling prompts help you reconnect to what matters, not as a performance, but as a sacred remembering. And the Reiki meditation, that's where your body gets to feel the good, feel the safety of presence. No fluff, no faking, just a calm, grounded reset. If that sounds like what your nervous system has been craving, the link is below. But first, let's go even deeper. In the next video, I'm sharing how gratitude helped me reignite my business after major burnout. You'll see what this practice looks like when life is really messy and why it works. Just remember, you don't have to pretend it's all good to practice gratitude. You don't have to fake peace to be powerful. You get to bring all of you to the altar. The grief, the rage, the hope, the beauty, the slow unfolding. Gratitude isn't a performance. It's a practice of presence. So before you go, tell me in the comments, what's one thing you're genuinely grateful for today? I want to hold that space with you. And if this video brought you even a tiny exhale, hit the like button. Let that be your first act of anchoring. This is how we rebuild our relationship to the work, to the energy, to ourselves, with grace, with truth, with soft, steady devotion. You've got this, and I'll see you in the next one.